Everyone moans about talent shows, but before Simon Cowell's guff, New Faces and Opportunity Knocks filled television's roster for decades. Between them, the two series gave us names like Billy Pearce, Sue Pollard, Barrymore, Pasquale, Jim Davidson, Freddie Starr, Gary Wilmot, Paul Daniels, Victoria Wood, Lenny Henry, Les Dennis, Darren Day, Roger DeCourcy and Nookie, the Chuckle Brothers, Sid and Eddie, and that bloke who hit a tea tray over his head while singing Mule Train. If those shows hadn't existed, I'd have had to do ASMR videos instead. Dracula's dick stinks. Along with all the stars discovered on Faces and Knocks, there were dozens of never quite made it's. But what about the acts who never even got that far? Step Forward's B Sky B, with one of their first original programmes.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
Sky Star Search hit the air on February of 1989. Its glitzy opening with spotlights on a packed West End painting quite a picture about the talents we've got in store.
Destined for the great entertainment venues of Europe, we bring you rising stars from across the land. And we'll discover the new stars of tomorrow on Sky Star Search.
Cut to Cheggers behind a desk in a cramped studio.
Please, don't go over the top, you'll embarrass me totally.
If you think I'm doing another montage of this noise,
We'll see you in a mo.
you can forget it. This is the liminal space between light entertainment, bright, empty-looking studio, an audience we hear but don't see, who may not even exist, like the audience booing you in a dream, all witness to an endless parade of Tim and Eric characters. Folk who'd never make it onto television anywhere but here, at the dawn of satellite, with nobody watching and nothing but airtime to fill.
That's what the show's all about. Talent, bit of fun and a good time.
And here in the variety underworld, serving as Anubis, our finest celebrities pass judgment. Brown, Manning, Blackburn, Harris, Carson, Rockus, Hayes, Ferguson, Boardman, Daniels, Windsor, Pertwee. If anyone can spot talent, it's this lot. Judges with 50 points to dole out, and the winner of each episode getting £200, with series champions earning $4,000.
Mixed bag of talent from all walks of life.
And nobody's getting buzzed off. No fancy edits to make people look worse. There's no need. God, where to begin? With a band from Birmingham who like American things.
The song's called Okie Boogie. Will you please welcome act number 1, Johnny Reb and the Confederates.
Are you ready to rock? Yeah! And when it gets that hard to stop, don't want you're gonna chop when you do the Okie Boogie. You do don't stop.
Well, I just thought they were great, you know what I mean?
When you pop your head into the Crankies' dressing room,
Everyone was swinging in here.
They're really going at it and everybody really enjoying themselves.
what else we got?
She's going to do some juggling and fire eating. Dangerous stuff, this.
This is exactly what you want to hear before an act involving fire.
No, this lady's had no formal training whatsoever. She's self-taught.
Jim Carrey based his performance in The Mask on Faith Brown.
Do the funny things.
Like all so-called variety shows, actual novelty acts are rare, sandwiched between singer after singer.
This chap's unemployed at present. He's hoping the show will give him a chance to pursue what he enjoys most, and that's singing. He's going to sing, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. Will you please welcome act number 4, Fred James?
Now I want you to get a picture of what you think Fred James looks like in your head. You got him? Okay, let's see if you're right.
Sit right down and write myself a letter.
Bernard looks like he's going to sit down and write something else. To whom it may fucking concern. Don't comment, dressing room. Just call Undertaker.
Bernie
You want
does.
something for your throat, like an open razor?
I love when you can see the spark which inspired a bit. These blokes found some kazoos and asked each other, what can we do with these? Comedy gold is what?
This is act number 5 with the unusual title, Harley and Davidson.
To be fair, they are the physical ideal for a double act, at least a foot in height between them, and this is a great gag.
We come from L.A.
The Lewisham area.
You'd feel 10 feet tall if you ever made Faith Brown laugh like this.
You hold out your hand, boy.
Even Bernard's impressed, giving rare praise to some other comics, though still has to get a dig in.
They have done what Hale and Pace have been trying to do for years. Make people laugh. Let Hale and Pace art a comedy what the Hindenburg was to the history of flight.
That's not the last time Bernie disses a fellow comedian, made better by the psychedelic visuals of the degraded tape.
You get people like Mike Yarwood, who's one of the best, male impressionist, and then he wants to be an actor, and they fall flat on the face with it, and his nervous breakdown is having now,
Bet Bernard was sick as a dog when he realised he'd missed this fella.
And they funny people, them Chinese. They even name their children. They get the knives and the forks and they chuck them in the air. Ping pang, gong, chong chong. No wonder they're confused. No wonder they're confused. Oh well, look, I've got to go because this bag leaks. They always do. See, I'll see you again. Keep smiling.
One band even wrote a tribute song about Bernie.
Well, he walks down the road, he's got his eyes on you. Back, that's what they call him.
If Star Search has a most infamous moment, it's the escapologist who needed Cheggers to cut his sack open. But as the show went out live, with contestants given just a single rehearsal to fine-tune performances, there was plenty of opportunity for disaster.
To start our life alone.
You got a little bit lost there. Hang on, Jerry, hang on, boys. What happened?
Sorry, I lost it completely. Sorry.
Keith lets her have another crack, adding an incredible note of tension. Will she blow it again?
There was no daddy for my baby, no one to give us love.
Well done.
Every fool knows what the best genre of variety is.
Please welcome act number 3, Julie Maxine.
16 years old, and absolutely nailed the art of impressionism.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd now like to introduce to you a few of my friends. Surprise, surprise! My name is Margaret Thatcher. My name is Wings, my wife is known as Biddy. Hello, my pippies, it's Stavros here.
More power to anyone who can get a withering look off Derek Nimmo and not immediately burn their joke book and move to a monastery.
Your Auntie Pat has had her twins, our sister and her brother. She's found one of the fathers and is looking for the other. Your sister's got a part-time job.
And she's out on a classic Yarwood.
Now I'm just myself again, so without more ado, I'd like to hear you start to clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
When someone says to me, if you smiled once in a while, you'd look a bit more normal.
Where I was falling, almost like being in love.
As even its adverts will attest, in '89, Sky Television was still trying to find its voice.
We've had great prizes on the show before, Carolyn, but this time they're sensational.
As you can see, we're asking for your help.
A brand new car for Adrian. Sale of the century. It's a winner. Weeknights at 7 on Sky Channel.
Whatever you do, don't look at the wiki page for this sitcom. I mean it.
Meet Sky's funniest new family.
Hey, Dad. What is it? Jenny's having baked beans for breakfast again.
It was also a channel for young performers trying to get their foot in.
Hello and welcome. This is the Satellite Shop.
We'll pack everything into the studio to make your shopping the easiest it's ever been.
So it's all happening here at Sky.
Often you don't need to see the acts. If a picture paints 1,000 words, Keith's intros do 1,001.
Okay, he's unemployed at present. He's done a lot of work, being in Callan, Taggart, Comedy Playhouse. Looks like he's sung in every hotel in Brighton. He's been in numerous TV commercials. He's done films, a few sketches with Cannon and Ball. She's been in a Nescafe advert. She's worked 80 hours in a 28-track recording studio. She's had no training, no TV experience, nothing at all, it says here. A 55-year-old man comes from the Midlands. He's had no formal training. Between them, they've won 9 talent shows. Their ambition is to earn £100,000 million.
Sometimes you don't even need the intro and get a perfect sense of an act from name alone.
With his world of comedy, please welcome act number 3, Del Boy Diamond.
What do you think of the outfit, eh? It's what we used to wear in the 50s. You could go down any street in the 50s and you'd see people wearing stuff like this. Brilliant, eh? Oh, God, it's gone. Oh. Are you all right? You okay?
Like the singer who dried, Keith gives him the option to pick it up from anywhere, which he chooses, as a comedian, to do from the very beginning. Jokes we've already seen, now down from one chuckle to silence.
A beep, bob, a loop, bob, a woom, bam, boom. I'll have to stop doing this. I'm going to do myself an injury one of these days. A wee bab, a loo bab, a woom, bam, boom. Oh, Jesus, I'll have to stop doing this. I'm going to do myself an injury one of these days.
Do you remember things?
Do you remember the razor gangs? Remember the yobbos who used to terrorise, eh? You remember that, eh? Remember the Cavern, a club in Liverpool called the Cavern where the Beatles started off, eh? I wish it was back in the 50s again. Rock and roll! Thank you.
If it's rock and roll you want, you're in the right place.
Where do I begin?
For someone to treat me right.
I'm not too old for sex.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's breaking my heart to remember.
Let's have another round of Guess What the Contestant Looks Like.
He's done a lot of charity work. Please welcome act number 5, better known as Pete's Magic.
What do you reckon then? Let's find out. Should have saved Pete for my Halloween fright bag.
There you are, it's all going in. And here we go. Whew. Does something to me, this. Whew.
No lie, the one thing Neris and Derek mark Pete really highly on is his stage manner.
Anyway, it won't go wrong today. Right, anyway, listen. Right, you want to see they're all different, aren't they? Yep. Are they? Yep. Yes, that's right. Show the audience. They're all different, aren't they? Because she doesn't like you. And if she doesn't like you, I like you. Anyway, listen.
Me when I'm listening to my UFO podcasts. For any wannabe stars, Faith's got a big tip. I said tip. Get your legs out, darling.
Yes, and show your little legs. Yes. Yes, she has got a nice, very, very nice pair of legs. Very, very, very nice pair of legs, yes. You could have been more glamorous, do you know what I mean, my darling? Maybe and show the legs more, because you've got nice legs, so show the legs.
How long are her fingers? Not to body shame, But is she Salad Fingers' mum?
These are the people who've got to judge it. Let's hear it first of all for Faith Brown!
Phone home. While the whole point of the cow branded contest is watching judges destroy people, this lot try pretty hard not to be cruel.
But then there was Ralph. Oh, you only did it for a laugh, didn't you? Didn't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, you're a good sport.
Yeah.
There were some flat notes around there, I'm afraid.
Did you think that?
No, I don't think so.
Well, not that hard.
So I was not very impressed, I'm sorry, and I didn't like the presentation.
Do you see her working anywhere or going on?
No.
Toughest job in the world, this.
It was very flat, darling. You know, it was right the way through. It was very, very flat.
Can't say that about her, can you?
Not really, no.
Even sweet little Ernie Wise has got his limits.
Well, I think the choice is a lovely number, but I think you're overreaching yourself. I mean, you really can't cope with it. It's a big song. It's too big a song for you. And clothes-wise, I think you have to look a little bit sharper than that, in my opinion. I think you need to have you only need a better cut pair of trousers.
This is the kind of comment all misanthropes dream of hearing when a woman like Cleo Rocker spots you across the aisle on a bus.
I thought you were going to go, all right, you look like you really didn't want to be there, and I warmed you enormously when you rolled your eyes to the ceiling.
But while my peers were all looking for love, all I ever wanted to find was footage of comedians getting nothing.
Act number 2, Huey Hewitt!
Thank you. All right? Get on me motorbike, ooh, kicking old granny, ooh.
Huey's a one-man copycats.
Right, come on, right, pathetic, right. Good evening. It was down in the valley where the green grass grows. Hey, my name's Sylvester Stallone, you know. Hello, my name is Mark Kane. And do you know what? The next person I see going to the toilet while I'm on this stage, I'm going to accuse him of being Jack the Tiddler. And I mean it.
But we finally done it. We found a human being who can't do a recognisable Frank Bruno.
Harry, did you hear what the man said? Oh, look, here comes Mike Tyson, so I smack him round the head. Oh, dear. Oh, what's a guy doing? No, not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Thank you.
Some of these accidentally veer into brilliant Andy Kaufman anti-comedy.
I hurt my foot on the broom. Hello, my name is Edna.
Please welcome Brenda!
I didn't want to marry my husband Eddie, but my dad handcuffed me to his neck, so I had no choice but to marry him. And my mum said I could have been married to Prince Charles or Bill Crosby or even a taxman, but I married that big daft idiot instead.
If Conor O'Malley or Greg Turkington were doing this, every plaudit in the world.
Now Eddie's older. He looks like an octopus every single day. Man.
What's great about Star Search is, if you can't afford to get away this summer, stick this on and pretend you're at Butlins.
The song's called Moon River. This is act number 4. Please welcome Taffy!
See you down at the pool later, yeah?
This is act number 5. Please welcome Biloxi Blue.
The music never ends.
Fancy another 7-Up? It's 2 for 1 on Tuesdays.
With You Can't Hurry Love, act number 4, Heatwave.
She said, love don't come easy, but it's a game of give and take.
Some contestants are men called Bill Norris who dance like those Keep On Truckin' pictures. Others are already famous, like Pat Butcher.
We will remember.
And Pee Wee Herman, played by Barry Manilow.
When I lose my way, I close my eyes, she's found me.
Me feeling nice when my elderly neighbour says I look handsome today.
And although I know she is blind,
Though I'll never be as handsome as Martin Daniels. How's this for a look? One thing there's never enough of is character comedians. Let's have less Michael McIntyres and more Giles the Smelly Farmers.
Act number 2, he's called The Village Idiot.
I hope you have a very happy stay, Mr. and Mrs. Genuine Cowhide. He said, I sure did. It broke all my teeth.
When I'm feeling down, I fire up the tape of Leslie Crowther really enjoying himself.
He was also a great inventor. He was. He once invented a rubber horseshoe. You know, I went out fishing with my stupid brother. And listen.
Everywhere you turn on Star Search, you're never more than 20 seconds from genuine television gold.
Are you Scottish? Are you from Scotland?
No, my great-grandfather was name was Mackie.
Cheggers is like Claude on The Apprentice, finding holes in those CVs.
How long have you studied at the Royal Academy of Music?
Oh, I had lessons privately. I didn't actually go there and study.
Oh, I see. Oh, dear. We've got some judging to do in a minute. Act number 7.
Modern talent contests are plagued with scandal, constant accusations of vote rigging and favouritism, but such moments were rare in the days of Star Search.
With a medley of numbers, act number 5, Backshack Duo.
All right then, Mrs. Phil, my name's Andy. This is Weena McCall, It Must Be Love. Oh, what a feeling, it must be love.
It's this performance which gives us our first moment of controversy.
The guitar wasn't working.
Sorry?
The guitar sound wasn't working.
Yeah, I was talking about more
See,
about...
we usually use a 700 watt.
Our own PA system, we didn't
PA
use any
system.
of our own equipment and we couldn't get the right sound.
Oh, that's why you were shit. But Chegwin's been around the block.
But by the way, we could hear their guitar, so I'm told. And also, on television, you don't need speakers and a big PA system. You don't need that. You need that for sort of pubs and clubs and venues, not for TV.
When people talk about lost media, they've no idea. Sky Star Search debuted on February the 6th, 1989, and ran every weeknight until the following July, racking up an absolutely wild 424 episodes. What we've seen here is just a fraction of a fraction, thanks to those viewers with the foresight to press record. The original tapes were wiped by Sky to make room for Is Harry on the Boat and Britain's Hardest. Cultural vandalism is what it is. We never realised how good we had it, and now it's too late. Imagine 6 acts every night. thousands of contestants, probably more contestants than viewers. In all of those, did Star Search succeed in its repeated promises to unearth a new star? Absolutely not. Google every one of this lot and you won't find a sausage. Yet never before or since have we seen such a pure depiction of the arse end of great British variety, a trooping the colour of light entertainment's true soldiers, out there plying their trade in the country's pubs and clubs, or merely in their own bedrooms. Every one of these acts just wanted to entertain, to show the world what they had, and star quality or not, they all got up and gave it a go. And God bless 'em for it.
Play that, and you've got a nice pair of legs.